Right, we now have even more information on the new ruling that was just handed down by the judge like a short time ago. I just had a live stream literally minutes ago that I wrapped up, and we now have even more information hitting the wire. In fact, we have an exact date in which the judge is ruling money must be going out to states, and then the states can send the money on to beneficiaries. And I can tell you a little hint, it's not going to be much longer, okay? So I want to share with you the details coming out of this ruling. This is finally very exciting. We thought that we were going to be waiting days, weeks, maybe even months to get money. I'll tell you this much, no, down to hours. We can count it in hours as of right now. Okay, so as I mentioned, I literally just got off of a live stream like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, something like that, because some information came across the wire. And then literally as I was hosting that live stream, when I got off the live stream, I pulled up the other information, as in new information that came across the wire as I was on the live stream, and more information hit. So anyway, I want to bring that to your attention. All right. So if you did not see the live stream that I had out like 15 minutes ago, let me just recap everything really, really fast here, because a bunch of things have developed this afternoon. Let me just kind of run down everything one more time. So yes, it's going to be a repeat of what I just shared in that live stream moments ago, plus the new information with the exact date in which payment will be going out according to the new judge ruling that was just handed down moments before the previous live stream. So like literally like a half hour ago at this point. Okay, so here's what happened. Late last night, we got some new filings out of USDA that suggested, oh, we miscalculated some things and we can actually send out 65% of benefits. That means only a 35% cut to benefits. Oh, this will be the partial payments, okay? That's what we knew as of, well, late last night it came out. I had a video about it about, I don't know, 3.5 hours ago or so, give or take a little bit, where I explained all those details. And now today, we just got a new ruling handed down from federal judge John McConnell out of Rhode Island, okay? Now, we kind of knew that this was coming. Reason being is this. I mentioned this a few days ago, which was a few days ago, the district judge, John McConnell, reached out and said that he's issuing a hearing for today on full benefits to be paid, okay? That was that hearing that was supposed to come out today. Well, they did it. And out of this hearing came this new ruling out of the federal judge, again, John McConnell, literally moments ago, coming out with this new ruling suggesting full benefits for food stamp beneficiaries, otherwise known as SNAP benefits, to be paid to all beneficiaries in the month of November. No partial payments, no stiffing all the beneficiaries with no payments whatsoever, as I talked about in that afternoon video just about 3.5 hours ago. Because remember, about 5 million households, according to that new information from the filing of the USDA last night, is that about 5 million households were not going to get any money whatsoever. Okay, well, that's all old news at this point, considering this new ruling from the federal judge, okay? So now here is what he is handing down and what he is ordering out of the administration to do with these food stamps and the beneficiaries that rely on these benefits and are looking for them. Okay, he's handing down this ruling demanding all food stamps must be paid in their entirety, full benefits for the month of November, no partial payments. Okay, that is what he's ruling that he just handed down again today. Okay, so what he's saying is that the administration must find the money. The administration must find the money to pay out to these beneficiaries. And as I mentioned in the live stream just moments ago, the last live stream I had like 15 minutes ago, I said in that live stream that the money is always there. It's just a matter of finding it, and they can always find the money. In this case, all they need is about $4.6 billion to fund the entire program, because they already have $4.6 billion, which is literally about half of what they need. So they only need about $4.6 billion more to actually fund the full benefit. So it's honestly not that much money, considering in the big picture of federal government spending. I mean, $4.6 billion is like nothing. They can easily find that somewhere. Okay, so he's calling on them to do that. Now, here's where the exact date comes in. This is really cool. He's calling on them to find the money and distribute this money, the additional money, to send out full benefits to all beneficiaries by when? Tomorrow. So USDA must send out this money to states tomorrow. By tomorrow, they have to send out this money, and then the states are going to start issuing it to beneficiaries, obviously, shortly thereafter. So however long it takes for your respective state to get that money onto your EBT card, obviously that could take a little while. I mean, it could be a day or 2 or 3. We don't really know. It's going to be depending on your respective state, where you're located, a lot of the other details. but he's calling on USDA to literally find the money. They don't know where they're going to get the money as of right now. Find the money, issue the money to states by tomorrow, and then the states will send that money out to the beneficiaries. So remember, like, I don't know, 24 hours ago when we were like still up in the air on this whole thing, like, oh man, we could be waiting days, weeks, or month to get partial payments 50% or so, right? That was like 24 hours ago. And then literally, late last night, and as I talked about earlier, that 50% went up to 65%. And now they're saying full benefits literally within, well, like literally hours, like within the next day or two, right? Basically, okay? So obviously the states are going to need to get the money first. After the states get the money, then they issue it to beneficiaries. And obviously that could take some time. It could take a couple days, again, like I just mentioned, depending on where you're located, which state you're in, things like that. But that could take a little bit of time. But this is coming down and it's coming in fast here, okay? Now, you might be thinking, but wait, who says the administration is going to even do this in the first place? What if they just say, hey, federal judge, we're not doing that. We're not going to listen to you, go shove it, whatever, right? Whatever they say, I don't really know. But what if they do that? They can't. It's the federal judge's order. They have to do it. It's the ruling out of the federal judge. They must comply. They have to. They don't have a choice. They can sit there and say, oh, no, we're not going to do this. They must comply. They have to, right? So there you go. The power of the courts. Interesting, right? So there you go. This is, we're coming in for a final conclusion on this food stamp crisis of November, as I've been calling it for the last week or so. We're finally getting some more information and, some solid dates on this, some confirmation as far as when this whole thing may actually be wrapped up and when beneficiaries may actually see all of this money. So very, very exciting. And again, this all just was handed down this afternoon, again, like literally like a couple minutes before I started the live stream, just like a little while ago. And then obviously when I was on that live stream, I got more information. And then again, I'm coming back right here with you and sharing it in this live stream. So quick little recap in case you're joining right here, right now. Let me do a fast little recap, and then I'm going to get back to the research, which is this. Well, first off, before I say it, if you're new here, please consider subscribing, 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. If you have not done so, please consider subscribing. Really appreciate it. I will certainly continue to keep you updated. It's a very busy time. Things are changing rapidly right now. I will continue to keep you updated, and I will advocate on your behalf. And I remember, I'm on your team through this. I'm helping you through this. I'm here to help you out in any way that I possibly can. All right, anyway, fast little recap here. Okay, so we had a whole mess going into this. I'm not going to recap what we heard last night and the last couple of days, honestly, because that's old news at this point. Let's recap what just happened like in the last half an hour or so, give or take a couple minutes. The federal judge out of the state of Rhode Island, John McConnell, okay, a couple of days ago, in fact, over the last weekend, he had that filing, that 7-page order that we talked about, right? But a couple of days ago, he set up a hearing for today for full benefits to be paid. About a half an hour ago, give or take a little bit, he was out and he handed down this order demanding the administration find the money to send out full benefits to all beneficiaries. He's also demanding that states, the USDA find the money and send the money to the states by tomorrow, and then states will start distributing that money to the respective beneficiaries in their respective states. So literally, if you are a food stamp beneficiary, if you have an EBT card, expect to get your November payments like in the next couple of days, like literally within the next couple of days. You could maybe even see it. I mean, tomorrow might be a little ambitious, to be honest with you, but literally within the next handful of days here, you should have your full November allocation on your EBT card. Okay, now another quick little thing that I want to point out. What if you've already received a portion of your payment? Well, then you could probably anticipate to get the other portion, the other back pay, retroactive pay of what you are still due for the month of November. Okay, so you get that. I know a few states have already sent out full benefits based on what I've been reading and what we saw yesterday and then today, and then obviously more were scheduled for tomorrow. A bunch of states were scheduled to send out partial payments next week. Anticipate the full payment based on what this ruling and this new order is out of the federal judge, literally handed down just a little while ago, not that long ago. Okay, this is getting to be pretty exciting here. Finally, some resolution, finally some clarity on the money for the beneficiaries. They're going to find it. Not sure where it's going to come from. I would anticipate we're going to hear something out of the administration today. I don't know when, but I would anticipate the administration is going to come back with some kind of rebuttal or some kind of remarks on this. I'm not sure, not that I've seen yet anyway. I will certainly keep you posted on that, but this is very, very good. We're maybe finally bringing this soap opera story in for a happy ending, a delayed happy ending finally. But realistically, this whole thing, they could have carried this thing out for weeks or maybe a month or two if they really wanted to. They easily could have done that. This could have had a very ugly ending to this story, but it's going to end hopefully sooner and a lot happier than what we were originally anticipating, which is great for the beneficiaries who have been in so much uncertainty and in just limbo here over the last several days. Now, one more last side note, and then I'm going to wrap this up really fast, which is I was just reading, again, probably about an hour ago now, that John Thune, the leader out of the Senate, has indicated they're going to be bringing legislation to the floor in the Senate tomorrow to vote on that's likely and has a very high probability of passing, reopening the government. So then that would also help to get these full benefits out and not have to deal with a lapse in benefits anymore. So this would actually be really good as well. Anyway, this is really good stuff right here. Okay. Anyway, I hope this helps you. Make sure to stay tuned. Again, if you have not done so yet, please consider subscribing. Big subscribe button down below. I will continue to keep you updated as we get more information. A lot of big things that are happening right now. A lot of new information coming across. I will certainly keep you updated on all of this. And again, thank you so much for being part of this community. I know it's been tough the last several days. I know it's been uncertain. I know it's been very confusing. Remember, I'm on your team. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to advocate for you. Thank you so much for your continued support. Please subscribe, share this video. Stay tuned. I guarantee I'll be back later with more information. Enjoy your afternoon and